Welcome to Life After Corporate, your ultimate guide for making the leap from corporate leader to entrepreneur. I'm Deb Boulanger, entrepreneur, executive leader, and founder of the Launch Lab for Women Entrepreneurs. This is your time to break through the glass ceiling once and for all and get your ticket to the C-suite. Come back each week to get the leading strategies, advice, and tools that will give you the skills and confidence you need to replace your corporate paycheck. Are you ready? Let's go. Last week, I was in New York City and got to meet with some of my clients in person for the very first time. And one morning, as I was having breakfast with Mary, she started sharing, I'm getting a little bit worried about the finances here. We live in New York and it's expensive and we have 2 kids and my husband is asking me, how long are you going to give this a go? Meaning that her consulting career, which she just started last year and brought in over $100,000 her first year in, was not generating the income that she had generated in her corporate job. So welcome back to another episode of Life After Corporate, my friend. Today we are talking about, are you in it for the quick win or the long game? If you are in it for the quick win, then maybe you should reconsider staying with your corporate job and not making the leap to entrepreneurship. This is a long game, my friend, and you need to be willing to invest the time, the attention, and energy in order to get a return. So when she said to me, I'm going to give it another 60 days, I nearly spit out my oat milk cappuccino. I said, you're 1 year in. What miracle do you think is going to happen in the next 60 days? You need to give it at least till the end of this year. And then I said, entrepreneurship is a long game. So you may have times when you have a windfall with a new product or a new sales strategy, which was the case with Mary. When she left her corporate job, she had contacts in her inner circle that readily hired her to come into the corporation and deliver the value proposition in her leadership programs to their teams. And now those warm connections, they don't carry you forever. You need to be able to become known with people who have yet to meet you. So after you have early success, you need to focus on building out your business infrastructure, creating systems and processes, and adding to your team. There is no one right or wrong way to launch or grow a business. But one thing I know for sure, it's a long game, my friend. Don't expect to be an overnight success. Getting to 7 figures takes tenacity, takes grit, and it takes resilience. And success means that you're not just hanging out a shingle waiting to be discovered for your amazing talents. It means that you're willing to put in the work and behave like a business owner. You are willing to study entrepreneurship, to learn the ins and outs of product development, sales, marketing, and become a leader in your field. It means that you're not just a coach or consultant. You're willing to do what it takes to be a true CEO. And a true CEO has a strategy and a plan to back up that strategy. No wishful thinking or spaghetti strategies allowed, because that's not going to get you to 6 or 7 figures. You have to test. You have to find out what works. So let me give you a place to start and a step-by-step process to follow. I also want you to join me online in the Zoom room, just you and me and a couple other dozen amazing women entrepreneurs who might have had quick success in getting to their first 6 figures. And now you're looking around and saying, hey, now what? What worked in the initial year or 2 is not going to sustain you. What got you here is not getting you to the next level in your business. So 6-figure revenue growth can be predictable year over year in your business. I've done it. I teach my clients how to do it in the 6-figure accelerator. And I'll be sharing those same strategies with you May 16th through 20th in my new Reliable Revenue Secrets Masterclass. We will spend 1 hour a day over a solid week working on your business. And by the way, this is just good CEO behavior. If you're not allowing or allotting time on your calendar to work on your business, then you'll be quickly sucked up into working in your business and then wake up to find, how the heck did I get here and what's next? How do I actually achieve my goals? So 1 hour a day for a solid week to work on your business so that you don't have to struggle in adding your next six figures. So I'm a firm believer that six-figure growth can be predictable in your business once you dial in the right strategy and once you dial in your own behaviors as a CEO to focus on the most important things to drive growth in your business. So I want you to go to thegreatdoover.com. That's great, G-R-E-A-T, do-over, DOOVER.com/secrets. And sign up there so that you get the workbook and you get the link to join me live in the Zoom room. So this is a Zoom room, not a webinar. It's not like I am on the other side and you're listening and taking notes. We're in the room together because I want to give you some laser coaching. I want to give you some support. I want to be able to answer your questions in real time right then and there. And if you can't make it every day, there will be replays available. I know if you go to my webinars, I frequently don't make replays available, but I know this is a heavy lift to show up every day, 5 days in a row. So I will make the replays available for you as well if you can't be there every day. But if you're not there in person, you'll miss out on the live coaching in the room. So I'm going to cover the entire playbook for how you can continuously add six figures to your revenue year after year and make that predictable and simple by not doing more, but actually making your business less complex. So on day one, we're going to cover the entire predictable growth framework, all 4 steps in the predictable growth framework. On day two, we're going to cover the services value ladder, so that you can streamline your service portfolio, solve more expensive problems, and earn more revenue from fewer clients in less time. And on day 3, you will learn the ROA sales call format. So I want you to position your 10x value to close more business in fewer conversations with ideal clients. So in this session, you will learn the art of communicating your client's return on advantage, or ROA, to close more sales with more ease and less time. And on day 4, I'll teach you how to build a referral ecosystem so that you can meet qualified warm leads like clockwork to sell out your practice. In this process, we'll streamline your messaging, simplify your visibility efforts to build digital assets with your intellectual property that generates a consistent flow of high quality referrals into your business. And on day 5, we'll put it all together in the CEO's quarterly plan so that you can get out ahead of the chaos and plan for predictable six-figure growth. That might mean adding to your team. So let's recap what we've learned over the last 4 days in that last session on Friday and use some real measurable data to reverse engineer your sales goals so that your next 6 figures in revenue becomes inevitable. It's an inevitable result of your behavior and your focus and what you're delivering to the market. And you'll also hear some of the real life success stories of my clients who have leveraged the predictable revenue framework in their businesses for reliable revenue growth. Clients who are earning literally more while working less. And one of my clients made more in the first 3 months of this year than she did in last year's entirety. So grab your spot now before we fill up. It's thegreatdoover.com/secrets. And once you do, there'll be someone on my team who's reaching out to you to be sure you have all the links and the workbook for all of the sessions. We ran this session back in March and had more than 100 women entrepreneurs sign up. If you were a part of that training and you got value, definitely share your experience below this video today so that others can understand what you benefited by in attending those sessions. The energy in the room was amazing, and I hope I will see you there. I truly would love to see your face, and thank you for being a loyal listener to our show. So this is what the long game is all about. It's about going from being a gun for hire to a full-fledged CEO of your business. A CEO has a vision for growth. She has built a solid foundation with a value proposition that is tested and vetted and sets her apart from all the competition. Your services fulfill a specific market need. They deliver real results for the clients you work with. You measure that success. Where did those clients come from? Why did they buy from you? What will it take to keep them coming back for more? The long game is about being a CEO with a vision who is willing to evolve, adapt, and change as the market evolves and adapts and changes along with you. When you are playing the long game, you are developing assets for your business that have a reliable return. Assets like packaged service offerings that you can treat as products and protect your trademarks. Marketing assets that deliver immediate value to your audience, and you can measure success by analyzing your conversion rates. People won't buy your services the first time they meet you. Yes, it happens, but not all the time. On average, a potential client engages with your content 16 times before deciding to become a purchaser of your services. And those 16, what we call micro conversions, the steps that they take leading up to becoming a client, can include listening to your podcast, tuning into a live video online, opening your emails, attending an in-person talk or workshop, tuning into a webinar or masterclass online, booking a time to speak with you or someone on your team, reading your weekly emails or newsletters, or following you on social media and commenting on or sharing those posts. All of those are micro conversions, and any combination of the above is the journey a potential client takes with you before they ever decide to buy. So can you give it 60 days and expect a financial windfall? No, absolutely not. Some coaches and course creators would like you believe you can. I'm not a promoter of those beliefs, and I've seen many new coaches and consultants invest tens of thousands of dollars in strategies that didn't return the results that they were promised. So your antenna should be on high alert whenever you're in the presence of a coach or consultant who is promoting a one-size-fits-all strategy for your business. There are no magic bullets. And those who profess to have found the secret formula have first invested a ton of trial and error before they landed that approach that works for them. But that's not guaranteed to work for you. That's why in the Six-Figure Accelerator, you're taught many different ways of marketing your services. We don't have a one-size-fits-all formula for everyone. And even when you're having conversations with potential clients, there's no one sales conversation formula that's going to be a magic result for everyone. That's why I teach the ROA sales call formula. It's dependent on what your client values, what's important to them. And when you do it right, your sales conversions will be sky high. And it's not because you followed a formula, it's because you were present. You were listening for those hidden cues, those needs that your potential clients didn't even know they had. And when you connect with them in this deep way, they can't help but be open to your offers. So yes, there are times when you may wonder, where will you find the funds to survive another 6 months? That's why this journey is one of testing and measuring and fine-tuning. It's also a journey of faith, my friend. You need to have faith that you're on the right path. You need to ask others around you to have faith in you too. It won't help if your spouse is questioning every dollar you invest or asking how long you're going to wait to see if this is going to work. That's not pressure that a new CEO can tolerate for long. You need to ask them to have faith in you as well. So set some boundaries, come up with an agreement on how long you can continue to invest in this business before it starts to have a negative impact on family finances. Be sure it's not fear that's driving those decisions. Fear is false evidence appearing real. And if you find yourself stuck in a place of fear, I want you to reach out to me. We have several tools that I work with to put fear back in its place. It's only natural that you'll have these pangs of anxiety from time to time. I'd be lying if I didn't say that there were times when I first started out that I woke up in the middle of the night just in a pool of sweat with high anxiety about wondering if I was being a fool and being foolish about my finances and my financial future. It's not that you have those thoughts, it's what you do with those thoughts once you notice them that really matters. And for goodness sake, give yourself an adequate runway. For most businesses, that's at least 3 years. If you can't see clear to supplementing your income from savings or a side gig for the next 36 months, maybe you should reconsider, because you need faith. Faith enables you to let go of fear and have that trust that there is a bigger force at work in your life that you might not be seeing. Trust in your higher power, your intuition, whatever you call it, the source you look to for support and guidance. This is your North Star. This is your guiding light. And be smart about your process and know that it is a process. The right business coach will give you the frameworks and business processes that are already proven. So this is a long game. It's not about the quick wins, but you can shorten your path to success by borrowing faith your coach has in you until you can find it for yourself. Guidance like that is priceless when you first get started. And if you have already surpassed six figures or multiple six figures, you will need to adapt and change as your business grows. You will have new challenges as you onboard new people onto your team and grow your expenses as you grow your revenues. But let's save that for another day, right? So for now, I want to meet you and hold the space for you to get support in Reliable Revenue Secrets, our masterclass from May 16th through 20th. There's only a few days left to register and hold your spot, and I can't wait to see you there. So go to thegreatdoover.com/secrets and sign up, and we'll be sure you get all the worksheets and tools that you'll need to make this investment of your time a massive success. I can't wait to see you there. Take care, everyone. See you next time. Thanks for listening, my friend. If you enjoyed this show, please head over to iTunes and subscribe and leave us a review. And be sure to hop over to the Life After Corporate Facebook group and join other growing entrepreneurs to get weekly tips on how to create more money and meaning doing work you love.